Hello.
Hello. Drunk yourself, eh?
Good.
I'll tell Fresh to give me the stream now.
Because Ultra said Clan Manager said he will also post the link, but you can send it. Still send. I'll still send it to the group so they can watch.
Alright. Let me just chat to him real quick.
Is your settings set for Orange Team start attack?
Say again?
Is the host the settings set for Orange Team start attack or not?
It should be.
Because,
Everything should be set up, yeah. But you guys attack me
we're
first.
Orange Team, yeah.
Okay, he's just setting up the stream quickly, and then asked him now to say you guys attacking first.
Nou, we gaan even.
Fresh.
Hello.
What's up?
How's everybody doing?
Good news.
Good as well. Said it. And you guys are also, of course, playing in South African servers.
Yes. Ek het die link vir jou gestuur vir iemand. Net vir jou gestuur.
Mine.
Ja, ek het jou gestuur. Shock.
Dank je. Ja, ik zie ja, mijn klein manager is vast op het stuur. Maar dank je.
Oké, is je reg?
Yes, ons is reg.
So, kan ons maar begin. Okay, Fresh, you can start.
Alright,
Good luck, boys.
Just to make sure Fresh Orange team is attacking first, eh?
checking once again. Yeah, team starting matches attackers, orange team.
Alright, cool.
Alright, here we go. Good luck, gents, have fun.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and here we go. Legion versus Apex Generalz. First map gotta be Bank. Here, Legion starting on defense, the blue team, and orange team, Apex, starting on attack. Just to confuse you a little bit with the colors. Thatcher's gonna be the first attacker to be banned. Is he really that useful on Bank? That's a good question. There could be a Kaid, so in order to get those hatches open, he can be quite useful. But there's also Maverick, unless he gets banned just now. So there are ways to actually play this map without the Thatcher. one hop breacher will be banned. That's a Hibana. That's in fact the operator you actually want to ban as the defending team here on bank. Also now Apex gets the chance to ban the first defender. Who's it going to be? It's going to be the Cavi. At least the Jackal is on the board, an operator we've been seeing being banned here quite often in the past, in both professional play, but also like in just a standard ranked match here as well. So Cavi gone on bank. We even see her sometimes in Pro League on this map. So she can be a quite strong operator, especially in certain situations. And Kite gone removed here as well, so the Thatcher ban is basically useless because like it's not such a necessity to actually open up horizontal vaults on this map. So Kite gone here as well. And let's see what's going to be the first bomb. So it's going to be Lucas, so very standard, as it seems Valkyrie being here now picked as well. Very standard operators. IQ, the counter to Valkyrie could be now 6-pick because of that. But we'll see if anything will change. The captain will go and bring a bandit for Lucas. Fair enough, you could place the bandit batteries by the server wall, but I mean there's a door right next to it, so they're not gonna be really that useful. But we'll see. Maybe they got something up their sleeves we're not even aware of. Let's just see what this setup will be. The Disciple opening up some very standard halls here. In by the red hallway. Valkyrie come over here by the skylight. I was curious if there's going to be any presence on the blue stairs. At least I put the Valkyrie cam there. We've got here Slapper on the Valkyrie roaming here around as well. And Beard, yeah, she's just gonna trying to rush at least straight into the tunnel, but as you know, Smitty's a very position, even got a shield there to support him. So attempted rush was being denied here through the sewer. It's actually the Valkyrie sitting on cam, very close to Chucky, the Maverick, who's now rotating over to the open area. He seems to be aware of the text positions. Also got the Jäger now to support him. That's why off rotating now through staff room. He will not spot the Jäger, or in fact he will trying to go for a little tap to the head, but will miss. Here, the thumb on the floor. Not aware of the Jäger's position at all. Now he is peeking round and actually waited off. Will connect and get the headshot on the Jäger. Hop breacher here now gone as well. Now Maverick being left. We're facing two defenders, and yes! Slapper will take out the Maverick in now as well. The AQ will drop in the process as well. Now the Apex finds themselves in a 2 versus 4 situation with 1 minute 20 left on the clock. Bruno Meantime has actually made his way into the service, could now catch the Jäger attempting to go back into sight. They both seem to be aware of each other's position though. But who will get the shot first? We're actually baiting the Jäger now. But we rushed in now with 2 players left, basically no HP. It's all going now to Destroyer 01 to turn the things around. But here being left in a 1 versus 4 situation does not look good. Being pinched by both the Valkyrie and the German colleague Bandit. Not even a chance. So first round, obviously ending in the favor of Legion. Your tech was a bit spread out. That's for sure. The most attempt of the Astros basically rushing and Beard rushing through Sewer into the service, which was then stopped by Smitty. I would have just simply let go. Rotating, supporting your teammates someplace else, trying to make the push work. But just basically sitting inside of service with that little HP left. We have the Sledge basically solo entering through garage, and as you saw, that did not work out for him in the end. He was basically left then in a 1 versus 4 situation and couldn't do anything against 4 defenders. And in a situation like that, or rather with the elevators on the left and the bomb sites on the right, there are going to be so many cross angles which we've seen the Bandit doing and the Valkyrie, Slapper. There was basically no way for him to properly enter and maybe to turn things around and get at least the first round for his team. There was also no flank watch upstairs in staff open area side of things. Should have been a drone, at least a teammate could have watched it, but it did not happen. That's a bit unfortunate. Nice mirror setup actually coming out here in the conference room. Now here, the copper for a long angle from the parking deck would actually land a couple of shots on the way that off Jäger. Just a little bit high and he would have hit the head. So a bit challenging the big windows across the main lobby, and now we have actually the Sledge inside of stock trading as well, just making a push. Now facing a decastle barricade. Destroy is also with him, and you can now comes the Jäger around the corner holding the angle. At least he's playing close to stock, so if the attackers decide to push out, he'll definitely be there to stop their push. "100 seconds left, the Jäger will be spotted on the southern stairs. Still all 10 players alive, and B will actually go for the rotation. We'll find the Jäger where it off removed, but there should be another one, yeah, here over by the Scarlet Stairs. So that's still, and yeah, it's going to be Prowsey, the castle, roaming. So downstairs, should be aware of the Sledge position inside of open area. The copper now actually removing the Bandit and also getting the mirror. So the sniper being moved in as well. This time it looks much better for Team Apex, and Rested Shock actually going for the plant. Excuse me for the little hiccup there. Team is also now repelling on the windows, and it's going to be all up to Prowsey to clutch a 1 versus 5 situation. So he finds himself in an even worse situation than the Destroyer previously in round number 1, and will be pinched as well. Flawless round for Team Apex. That's the payback. That was the revenge for round number 1. Much better outcome. To be fair, Weighted Off should have been aware of the rotation of the Sledge, dropping straight into the open area. But overall, much better execution. And you see, they push together, they stick together. There was no solo entering whatsoever. There had people on the windows, people entering to, for example, stock trading, holding cross angles, supporting each other, and it worked out much better. So apparently, teamwork seems to work in this game. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's always the same. So tell us archives now. A bomb site where you maybe need a Thatcher. But I mean, they got Sledge and the ceiling is soft, so that should be no problem for them whatsoever to get rid of any potential bandit batteries being placed here by the reinforcements. So standard setup, nothing special. Not even a rotational is being made here. At least the hatch will be opened up here now as well, allowing the defenders, or maybe even the attackers, to rotate later on in the round. So cams will be taking out here now as well. Beer again entering upstairs into stock trading. Some drone coming out, but it looks like there's nobody of Legion upstairs. So basically just... That's a bit boring, I'd say. Hold on, we actually have Smitty. No, that's onto the blue. That's on the blue stairs. He's nowhere even near the top floor. Even Prowse downstairs in the basement. Legion, they can't get you. They can't get you from below. Just hold top floor, please. See, the gridlock, everybody's just upstairs. There we have Beer actually opening up from above. C4 coming out as well, but no, he will not connect. Slapper getting his spear, removing the sledge from the game. And now C4 will be thrown out, but will not connect. There was Valkyrie. No, the mutes. So many C4s, I get confused. Yet again from above. Now Rich Charge here, getting the first pick for his team in this round, moving Prowsey. So yet another C4 being dealt with. Apparently Rest Chalk not spotting Smitty over here in the open area. This could end really bad for him. Almost losing the center to the Nomad, but also Slapper is there to make some work done, and yes, yet another one. Here, Rest Charge being roofed from Slapper now as well. Another refrag. It's gonna be the Copper who's getting rid of Slapper, finding that another headshot on Smitty. It's a double kill now for him, but will be dispatched by Wedorf on the Frost. We're still seeking his first Frost trap kill this round. Headshot coming out, only... no, pardon me. Actually will work now. Letting some bullets on the Frost, but not do too much damage. Its mother shots will connect with the mute. 20 seconds left in the clock. It looks like... no. No rotations. Legion is not risking anything. Still flashbangs in the hand of Destroyer. But he will have to face two defenders who are holding again cross angles. Yep, stepping into yet another air jab. Round number 3 ending in the favor of Legion. Yassi. And there it goes off the air jab. Well, I actually say both teams played that fairly well. Legion just a little bit better, but like, just look at it this way. So simply Legion so easily handing the top floor to Apex. That should have, in my opinion, cost them the round. Because if Slapper wasn't there, with this, by all means, great C4 taking up Beer from top, this could have potentially changed round. This could have been the first pick for Apex and actually opening up a lot of things for his team. It's gonna be the basement again. Has also worked out for Legion in the first round as well. So I have to see how things will go. Similar setup from the Disciple inside of the red hallway. In the meantime, they're setting up their defense. So we have a look at the scoreboard. Slapper doing great work with 6 kills, and also it's not looking too bad on the side of Apex. Actually a bit more balanced in terms of kills. Smitty and Prowse still enjoying their lovely donuts. They haven't put anything on the board yet, except great teamwork, if I may recall. assume it's going to be a similar take for Apex, again through open area. Whenever we actually have the Jaeger, will be droned out inside of the open area. A bit more risky play, desperately trying to get rid of the drone, but it's a soft wall. Yet another drone. We'll find him, and yes, it's going to be Beer opening up from above, landing some shots. Slapper getting one, the copper being removed enough as well. So should be one. No, that was, pardon me, that was the copper inside of the electronic closet. And we're up now actually here, moving upstairs, rotating a bit, changing his position. Sledge on top, dealing here, still with the Jaeger. Finding the headshot and will remove the first attacker. 4 vs 4, evening things out for his team. And first, open area hatch will be opened up here now. As well, C4 coming through. Here from the archive side of things. Somebody playing aggressively on the southern stairs. So no presence over by the blue stairs. Or inside servers even. Some time left. Slip is 4. Some holes will be opened up as well to provide more angles later on the round if Apex decides to push. And to plant the diffuser. Here also, server hatch will be opened up. Chuck holding very nice angles into the red hallway. Smoke net will not be eaten by an ADS, it almost looked like it. The mirror should be spotted and will be also taken out, so once before less to worry about. But there's still the bandit. Also have now some presents inside of the garage. Let's destroy here on the Nomad. Still got all 3 air chips in his pockets. That's actually a very great way to do some diffusions. And here comes the flank from above. Smitty, the smoke, the anchor roaming on the map and actually getting one, but does not seem to help. Way of actually disconnecting, but it will not change anything. Still a 3 vs 3 situation. Slap here peeking aggressively. Still mitigating yet another one, removing Restic Shock. Will not get Beer though, Beer getting 2 here. Now it's all left here to Prowsy the Bandit, who now has to deal with 2 attackers, and it's just basically an unwinnable situation for him. And here, Beer, was that a 4K? Looks like it. So this time actually, playing by the Seer, playing instead of servers, worked out for him. So, even round score now here, 2-2. Not too bad, waited off. Still not back in the game. Okay, he's restarting his game. So it's becoming out the end for Prowsy. So a 4 vs 5 situation is bad. It is really, really bad for them. Would be worse on attack. But well, that's what they have to deal with now. It's gonna be the basement once again. So far they got a winning streak of 50%. So this round can go either way for either of these sides. So again, a pretty similar setup again. Nothing too wacky. But not gonna lie, props to Smitty for actually roaming here with the smoke, and there we go, waited off as reconnected. And is now with us again, this matchup. At least on Siege you're not really out once you're dead. You can still watch cameras, you can still do so much, and Beery actually just waiting. What a sneaky play. Yes, actually getting here. The mirror window. Well done, the patience worked out for him. And again, same take. Open area side. This time nobody gonna be playing nearby. Maybe here over inside of the archives, which I'd say is gonna be Slapper. Let me have a look. Yes, same position as previously. And Chucky and the Destroyer gonna move into the open area. Gridlocks will be thrown out just to deny any potential flank or rotation. And also your Restic Chant actually putting here a drone in a flank watch position. And Slapper now with the C4. Opening things up, causing potentially a distraction. Will eat some bullets from the Sledge Spear, landing a shot. As it did so often this match already, I'll actually go after the Valkyrie. The carpet just a bit lazy with the trigger, but now downing it a mirror inside of the red hallway. Again, there's no scoring being shown, and well, there's the refrag. Prowser getting a kill. Slapper also getting here one. And the Twitcher being removed. The mirror is back up to 25%. Somebody thinks somebody coming through the sewer, but that's not the case. Now it seems like they're rotating to actually push you now inside the servers. Got 60 seconds left. They still have the Destroyer here over by the open mirror. Smithy really close to the thermite. Also a spot I extremely love. Prefire coming out, and he will not win. Rustic Shark being aware of Smithy's position, and not even the pre-fire will work. A Destroyer landing the hatchet on the Disciple, putting Legion in a 2 versus 3 situation. But there still should be C4s in hand. No C4s whatsoever. But Slapper is now on a rotation. 15 seconds left, and the clock server wall will be opened up just to go for a much better plant. Yes, this could be huge. Slapper from on top. Will he actually stop the diffuser? Diffuser now back on the floor. 2 versus 1. That turned around fairly quickly. Round number 5 ends in favor of Legion, with Apex just literally choking at the very end. Not watching, like even if it's a 2 versus 3 situation, you need to watch the flank, and that was just not the case. After Red said earlier, I was thinking that Beer was playing a Sledge, which was Destroyer, and he was rotating off the open area side hatches. And that was the mistake. They should have kept somebody upstairs, just to cover the flank, just somebody to sit there, to provide cover from on top. And maybe, yeah, killing Slapper. They should have done that, but it didn't. Even if it's a X versus 1 situation, you need some flank watchers. Because I always like to say, all it takes in Siege are 5 bullets and 5 headshots, and you can win a round. A C4 can do so much more, a proper flank can do so much more now as well. So basement ending in the favor of Legion. Improve the stats here on this side now a bit as well. So similar setup, waited off on the Frost Slapper again on the pulse. Maybe we'll find yet another attacker on top. Slapper actually sitting in the electrical room. Could be. No, false bomb pick, but it's gonna be weird off placing a frost trap there. Bit risky. Could be pre-fire, but no. Nobody's actually going for it. But this frost trap would be huge, not gonna lie. People now entering here again through stock trading, so very similar takes all around. Apex not really changing what they're doing, but as many people say, do not change a working system. We are now actually moving down slowly but surely the southern stairs. Well, we will be down here by the smithy. The Valkyrie. They're almost being killed here by the AQ. Could maybe go for a wallbang, but he doesn't have wall hacks. But I do, as the spectator. So top floor control for Apex. Again, Legion's just simply handing it. Again, Slapper, yes, with a C4 kill, I assume, through the ceiling. Yes, and that was the case. Meteor now actually finally facing the thermite over here in the hallway. Restic shot, now also here sitting on the southern stairs. Somebody will be drawn out though. Not being able to get rid of the drone though. Slapper now with an amazing amount of 10 kills. Really doing his job fairly well as a fragger. The cop here, not too sure how he wants to push that. Being provided with the information from the thermite. Things coming out, going for the wall bang. And here we have the destroyer actually finding the headshot on the Valkyrie. Smithy being dispatched now as well. The Disciple though, with the shotgun throwing at the C4, but will not connect. And wow, 2 quick kills in a row. Slapper, both Prowsy as well, being dispatched. There's a little frost trap at the end. Oh, actually lining up perfectly for him. Legion actually throwing this round, but well, I even score in the first half. It's gonna be Legion's turn to attack. Smitty bring out the Blitz, alright, apparently they're into the fairly toxic place. Well, actually 6 pick off of it, and bring another German operator. It's gonna be the IQ. Mirror lead as well, Inspiration. I like it. So it's also going to be the basement defense for Apex. I'm curious what setup they will have. Maybe some presence on the blue stairs, maybe some rumors on the top floor over by the open area. And also quite curious how Legion's going to tackle this. They got a Monty. I assume Wade will be playing it. Yes, of course he is. Wouldn't be the first time. So I assume it's going to be a blue push. No Maverick in play, but a Thermite. So I assume it's definitely gonna be like a Thermite, Monty, and Glass combination. Maybe the IQ on top. Opening up one hatch at least. That's gonna be weighted off, pushing into the servers through the sewer, being drawn in here by his colleague Glass. And Slapper also found his prey and sneaking up to the mirror, but well, not as sneaky as Beer previously. I will not take out the mirror window. Wade off in the meantime already inside of the service. Charles here already shooting a bit through the door into the objective. We have the cop actually sitting quite aggressively inside of the objective, being tagged once by the Twitch from Pros, actually using an experiment charge on a soft wall, and of course it will be taken out by Copper. Seppi being tagged a bit. Almost getting the wall bang now through the wall. And we are still inside of staff room, not falling back at all. Just keeping the pressure up. Smoke grenade coming out. Ojaka will answer with one of his. Merciful will be thrown here out now as well, but still 2 smoke grenades in hand, and there's yet another one. And the copper on, like, what? 2 HP left. Also now the Jaeger rotating, changing his position. It's basically all defenders on side and focusing on the server push. And that way they definitely have the upper hand when it comes to the push in the area. We have the destroyer picking extremely aggressively here. The Monty will be down as well, so great push. And bad coverage from Legion allowing here the destroyer to actually peek around the corner with no answering back at all. Health-wise, Legion does not have the advantage anymore. Tons of damage on the now to Smitty as well with the SMG-11. Also Slapper fighting with the Jaeger over by the Scarlight with 12 seconds left on the clock. We get one though, but it's not going to be enough. Chucky, yet another lineup for him. Getting 2 quick kills at the end of this round, and Match can now take here the lead for the first time ever, if I recall correctly, in this matchup. That's going to be Tellus. But yeah, the problem was that Legion played that actually really weird. And what's crucial for this side tech is that you basically need to have top floor control, at least something top down control from the hatches. And what they did, all they had under control was somewhat under control, okay, was service. But it's not enough to take to win a basement defense. That's just no. Not even sure if they opened up any of the open area hatches. I didn't check. But however, nobody was watching it. That was the problem. Even if they were open, nobody was watching it. They all basically entered through sewer, focus on the service wall, and that was their humongous mistake, and that cost them the round. Was roaming here and around the southern stairs, confusing the attackers with his gadget. Beer again playing extremely aggressively over here by the electrical room. Most likely prepping if I run out to cover his teammates over here by the printer window in the open area side of things. Open area will be drowned out. And Pros now actually moving in, going for a pre-fire, but nobody is here to be found, and we're sitting still inside of the electrical room and waiting for interest passing attackers. Slapper and Smitty in the meanwhile entering through the main lobby. Is anyone gonna be upstairs? No. No, in fact, actually it's gonna be the Destroyer. He's sitting inside of stock trading, focusing over here on the Scarlet wall. So he could definitely be a game changer. And Restic Shock will be done, but immediately gonna be picked up by his teammates. Admin office wall will be open up. No denial whatsoever. And then basically the defense has shift then to the A-bomb side, over to the tellers. With Slapper and Smitty putting a lot of pressure on the defenders. Destroyer here now with the flank, of course, taking a Prousey from above. You need to clear the top floor Legion. The Copper following up with a hatchet on the Smitty, leaving Slapper and the Glass in the 1 versus 2 versus 5 situation. I mean, that's the other thing. Jackal is theoretically in play. So why don't you just go ahead and choose him as an attacking team? Here's Slap actually now getting the kill on Destroyer, revenging his fallen teammates. There's only now 15 seconds left in the clock and they still find themselves in a 2 versus 4 situation. Diffuser also not in hand, not winning the fight against the Bandit. Now there's up in a 1 versus 2. Will he find the 2 players in time? No, of course he will not. Not even possible. Diffuser not in hand, dropped somewhere, no idea where. Not clearing top floor. I told you, the Vigil roaming upstairs, not being challenged, not being drowned out. Fair enough, it's a Vigil, but as I said, Thatcher and the Banda band, not the Jackal. Just bring him. Can be so easy. Just bring him. You go, scan the footprints. Even they somewhat reworked him, nerfed him. He's still viable. Especially in such a big map as Spank. Like for a defending team, Jackal is actually a must ban. And if he's not banned, Jackal is a must pick. But I just feel like that Legion is just not used to playing Jackal anymore since he's being banned so often in ranked. Oh well. It's gonna be now a CO defense. I will see if Apex is gonna be a little bit more successful with this side as Legion was previously. It's gonna be the same mirror setup though. Also in combination with Beer on the castle. No Hop Bridge denial though, no bandits, Coyote spent anyway, no mute, no nothing. That's actually a little sad. We have here the Destroyer at front door, going for aggressive peek. Finds the Q, will go for another re-peek. Will he find the headshot? Nope! A lot of bullets wasted. None of them actually now hit the head of Smitty. Lucky guy he is. Lucky guy indeed. Pretty standard. Looks like it's gonna be a stock trading clear first and pushing into the hallway. It's nothing too special. And again, it's gonna be the Destroyer roaming all over the place now in the basement. You can do that with a 3-speed, especially as a visual. Get all the utility you need. Beer just rushing past a drone there. We're in 20 seconds now left on the clock. Sapano finally getting some stuff done, moving into stock trading, but Prousey only being covered here by radar from above, opening up here now the right hand side wall into CO. And we have Destroyer downstairs on the blue stairs, holding a nasty angle onto the Scarlet, and maybe we'll find now Prousey if he plays it correctly. Yes, getting here the one tap more or less on the Thermite, so only one wall will be opened up. And again, bring a Jackal, clear out the roamers. Maybe even with Dokkaebi, bring a line if you will, but deal with the roamers. That's a must do in such a big map. The Valkham's also doing the work. The Copper giving out the information here to his teammates on site. Chucky, the Jaeger, sitting inside of CO and holding an angle on the only wall that has been opened up. Copper sitting unchallenged inside of the elevator, being here covered a bit by a Restic Shark, but if somebody decides to move up the main lobby stairs, he'd be dead. Wait off, now actually dispatching the Vigil, Destroyer being removed now from the game. Chucky still sitting inside. CO will drop Slapper and also wait it off. Will be taken out by the mirror. Glass also having a hard time dealing with the Jaeger, peeking in, almost getting rid of the mirror there, but Chucky is there to save the day, laying the headshot on Smitty. Run number 9 ends in favor of Apex, because again, same old story, Legion is not capable of roam clearing, or not even picking Jackal. Match point for Apex. It's gonna be locked, it's gonna be the bottom floor. %100% success rate so far for Apex on this side. Pros here bring out the Thinker. Destroy again on his so much loved Vigil. I don't think Apex will change anything in the lineup. The Thinker will actually stay. Slapper bringing now the Twitch instead of the Sledge. All right. So Legion has now lost 3 rounds in a row. And well, the problem is for Legion, like in order to actually basically stay in the tournament, to keep on participating and keep on playing, they actually have to take this match 2-0, which means Legion now has to start coming back. I didn't even realize actually, hallelujah, the Disciple actually finally taking the Jackal, making the needed change. The Destroyer playing it aggressively, will be joined out though. Actually immediately falling back, not risking anything. Well, no, not necessarily falling back, just changing his angle. We now actually also have here the Bandit sitting here by Banana. We have 3 people held up, pushing, not necessarily pushing here into the open area. Beer taking out the Jackal. How dare you? How dare you? Call out to his German friend to get rid of the most useful operator in the attacker's lineup. Here, Smitty solo entering through Suya, and I don't think that Legion will take this round, which means Legion won't take this match or this map, and will not, you know, do much work. Wait up now also entering, but the Copper is nearby and seemingly not aware of his position. Looking for the origin of the sound, and will actually land here on the headshot. And Prowse will be also dispatched by the Destroyer. And Smitty all on his own. Well, he got Slapper at least with him on the blue stairs. But we'll be taken out by a beer on the blue stairs, and it's all up to Smitty to save the day in a 1 vs 4 situation. 60 seconds left on the clock. 3-6 match point situation. The Jaeger moving in. Will he even get 1 kill for his KD? The Bandit moving in as well, very slowly, not rushing it at all, peeking around the corner. And the Copper sealing things up. Round number 10 ending in the favor of Apex. Map 1 Bank. Also, what a matchup. I'd say Legion started actually strong somewhat. They looked good, and then it just went south extremely quickly.
GG boys.
GG.
GG boys.
Gent is gonna be Legion now on attack?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Are you guys ready? Can we go?
Yeah.
I'd just rather be waiting for the mogs actually. From...
I don't know if they're in party chat.
Looks like they're in party.
Okay, go.
Got it, okay. Good luck, gents. Alrighty, no break for me, nor the teams. Map number 2 border, we're going straight into it. Now the default colors as you're used to it. Blue team attackers and orange team the defenders. And Legion's still going to be the blue team and Apex still the orange team, and they get the chance to be the very first attacking operator. And who is going to be the Thermite? Strong operator on this map, especially, yeah, you need him for the custom stake. You could technically bring him. That's an interesting one, Grillock. Apparently, Legion was a bit irritated by Apex bringing the Grillock quite frequently, actually, cutting off their rotations and their flanks. But yeah, you need the Thermite for the downstairs stake. Not necessarily for workshop, but definitely for customs. And for top floor, you also don't need him necessarily. There are other ways, for example, multi-push, to actually bring the plant down, and then in this case, in this particular one, inside of archives. Bandit's gonna be the next one, so no bandit tricking possible, only the mood and the guide left. And here we have the Echo, also fairly a strong operator on border, since the ceilings are so high up, giving his Yokadron quite a lot of range. What's going to be his first sight? Armory Lockets. What a surprise. Wait off here, bring out the Monty Sophia as well. Wait off just 6 pick off the buck, so it's definitely going to be now 6 picking onto the Monty. Just debating and beer switching off the Capcan now here to the Cavera. Well, still fairly strong operators on both sides. The arcade will be not so helpful, considering the lineup of Legion, because it's pretty clear that they will push this side and not Armory. Also don't even have a Heartbreacher in their hand. The Copper actually putting down an Evil Eye over in Archives, just in this very corner. And it looks like the Destroyer is placing the shield, which is actually an extremely good one. And looks like they're going to be focusing a bit more here on the armory side of things. Well, he will be opened up as well. Actually, I've never seen that kind of setup. So I know that teams open up the top of the wall, but the bottom of it, that's something actually that's new to me. So the Apex setup seems to be really outbalanced, focusing on both sides. Equally, I'd say, investing a shield each. So actually I do like that, because most teams, they're actually focusing only either way. Either archives or either armory. So by making sure that nobody's playing right behind the half wall. And Destroyer a bit challenged by the Nomad. On the ventilation window, it's actually such a nutty angle. I actually have not seen that one before. Now it makes sense that they open up the bottom, and Kite will be downed and finished by Slapper. That's a vertical play, ladies and gentlemen. Always works out. Be aware of that, especially on border and that particular spot off the side. Now this is actually worrying me. Prowsey apparently not being aware of what he's supposed to do. He got the diffuser in hand. The side player also entering now into this CCTV, and it's basically only Smitty and Weird off over here by Archives where the plant should go down. So if Apex actually manages to drop Prowsey, who again has a diffuser in hand, it's gonna be huge. But Slapper getting that the third run in a row, entering into sight, almost down here. The Maestro as well, all left now in a 1 vs 5. Destroyer getting one for its troubles. Being Slapper here, peeking around, but will not win the fight against Smitty. So that's what actually... That was a good push. That was a really good push. So Smitty and Boydadolf over there where the archives actually drawing the attentions of the angles of the defenders. More or less selling them that they're going to be pushing archives, which is not the case. And I was actually pretty worried that there was some miscommunication. The Prowse is now rappelling over by the armory and being nowhere near the actual side push. But thanks to Slapper and his great performance and actually taking out so many roamers, even the Cavi, and then rushing up the metal stairs into the side, getting yet another pick, opens up so much for his team. And that play, that won his team the round. That's for sure. Maybe second time's a charm. It's going to be armory lockers once again for Apex. And looks like it's also a similar setup. Yep. Didn't really work out because, well, Chucky, the smoke, was basically not allowed to his place because, like, next thing he knew, that he was being killed by Slapper rushing up the metal stairs. But it was actually a fantastic play. So well, it seems going to be quite a similar push. Maybe this time to change things up. It's going to be more or less the standard push straight into archives for Monty. But maybe also not, since we now have the side again droning CCTV. But at least Prowse is now there with the diffuser. Maybe we stay with Weighted Off. Be busy doing a deep roam. At least there's no software this time that could potentially take a Chuck here to smoke behind the half wall. And that's good. But Destroy here, he's in good position to tackle anyone who is repelling, but that's just not the case. Well, there's Slapado from above, getting rid of Weighted Off. That was through the hole over there. Well, holes work both ways. A good job of actually expecting and predicting the play. I mean, to be fair, it worked out for Legion previously, and again, it's going to be Prowsy in very same position. So, you could be trying to track Apex this time again. But now they open up holes from below. Apex now finds himself in a very good position. Smitty, they're eating some bullets from the copper. Sitting on top of the table here inside of the archives. The one will drop. Any defenders? Well, they're in a very good position actually to hold all of this. Rustic Shark taking some damage from the Twitch. Here, through the barricade. Word off. Dealing with both the Vigil and the Jaeger. We'll take him out from behind. Again, it's solo entering. And yes, again, just same story as it happened on Bank. Legion more or less starting off strong, and then they just, well, start to throw. Roughly. Now 12 seconds left on the clock. Chucky taking some damage, in fact now a lot. Rustic Shark getting 1 for his troubles, 2 is a 5 situation now. Getting 2, getting 3, but no. Apex here, evening things out. This time it just simply did work out for them. Teams will adapt, and well, Apex Generalz, they're not a random 5-stack of ranked players. Well, they are literal 5-stack. They're communicating, and they do play in competition. So not just going to be basically oblivion and not adapting to strategies, and they did adapt to Legion's strategy, which means Legion has also changed the strategy to then be again unpredictable. But well, they didn't do that. Well, it's only round number 3 now. Things are even. It's still so many rounds left to play. And usually it's gonna be Ventilation Workshop. And I'm pretty sure that, well, at least I hope. Just checking upstairs. Chuck and I moving actually upstairs. Spraying some pest on the top floor. Very small rotation hole. No, there we go. That's better. Castle reinforcement here as well. And it seems there's going to be a top floor hold. Does look like it. Chucky now also opening up angles from above. Just how I like it. Destroyer actually getting a beautiful spawn pick on Smitty. That's the only hard breacher. Gone here as well. But as you see, yeah, Slapper the Ash answering from the other side. Missing the flashbang. Gonna be throwing in yet another one. Destroyer is still there. Slapper not dropping. Repelling yet again. And Destroyer, yeah, is in fact wasting a lot of the attacker's time, which is huge. Like, that's the thing, as a roamer, you don't necessarily need to get, what, 5 kills? As long as you waste time, you're doing a great job. Also, you're seeing that it's gonna be Chucky instead of Sandwich, just actually basically waiting for everyone to repel in. He will have the upper hand in this scenario. And still, well, a minute has already passed. And basically top floor is still in the hands of Apex. Slapper's still busy dealing with the Valkyrie on eastern stairs. But now also Destroyer will be challenged here by the Disciple, I assume. Yes. A Thatcher. And it will fall back. Chucky getting with the Ronia. Kilba will immediately step into one of Waderdov's claymores. The castle doing some damage to the Ash upstairs. So FBI versus FBI being immediately dispatched here by way of the Twitch from the metal stairs. Now it's looking much better for Legion 3 versus 3 situation. What's coming through as well? The Disciple getting yet another one. Double kill now. Now it's only going to be a 2 versus 3 situation. Well, change that 2 versus 2. Slapper being hit with an impact nade and being finished off by the Legion. Half advantage still in the hand of Legion, but here is the rotation. Actually, it's all going to be now up to the Twitch. Now also stepping here into Q mine. Being that full of what, around 15 HP something. We'll have to punch his way into the objective, but will fall off since he already knows there's no use. Diffuser in his hands. Well, you will be hurt. The copper flicking around, more or less finishing off the already very lit Twitch and taking round number 3 for his team. So yeah, things are looking pretty darn good for Apex actually. And I'll choose to go Bathroom Tellers. Fair enough. Apparently don't like customs. But actually, a thing that many teams don't like customs. And actually rather pick bathroom. Mainly long angle serving customs, so we need some guys with some ACOGs. We need to hold top floor as well. And it's just extremely odd side to defend. Besides bathroom, in fact, bathroom tellers. But again, can open up some angles from above, which I assume is gonna happening. And is that a shotgun? No, looks like it. Well, there's definitely gonna be top floor presence. We already have now 4 players on top, reinforcing the rooms upstairs. Walker being thrown into the bathroom as well. Yet another one into site. So 2 Valkyrie cams on site. Not that bad. Taking out a drone for his troubles. And another one inside of workshop. They're probably better placements, but if they spot enemy players, they do the work. And that's what it's all about. So yeah, standard angles being opened up from above. And the objective fall is in fact soft. So Apex is heavily relying on their top floor hold. Yeah, even the... Yeah. So Legion definitely has to attack the top floor. Even bathroom can be covered from on top. But there are also barricades, the reinforcements, there's literally everything. And Ibana wait off will be the first person to fall. It's gonna be. They moved inside of bathroom. Destroyer getting yet another one. Gonna be Slapper removed here now as well. That's the sledge dead. Solo entering once again here over where the customs smoke nade will be flowing in. Chaku wants with one of his own. So apparently Legion doesn't really understand that they need to take top floor first. Like here, Disciple and Smithy holding angles into the objective. will not do much. With Prowsy on top, on the ventilation, driving his drone straight into a mute jammer. Desperately trying to make some things work on top. 70 seconds left on the clock, and Legion has to, pardon my words, fuck all. So we know he's actually getting one kill, so maybe holding angles works, who knows? But there's still the Legion for a very tough angle, upon me. Yassi, sorry, the castle on top here by the offices, on top of one of the tables, holding an angle. Will fly, and Smith will be taking out as well now, all up to Prowsy, sitting here in the blue room, facing 4 enemy players. Pre-firing, we actually down the mute into the bathroom, but of course, since there's no scoring shown, it's not aware of that. Randomly spraying through the smoke grenade. Chucky though getting the kill, saving his down teammate basically for more or less the late drop shot, going to prone position and finishing off the Thatcher. Apex now here taking round number 4, so that's 3 for them on the board, and Legion only 1. It's just so odd to me. Like, obviously it's not the first match I've casted of Legion, and I do play with these guys, ranked, etc. They're just so underperforming tonight. Well, anyways, it's gonna be armory defense. And again, similar to what we've seen in the previous round and what we've seen on Bank, it's again Legion not clearing the building, not clearing the map, not getting rid of any roamers. And you've seen the setup of Apex. Basically all the floor is open. The floor above bathroom open. The floor above default plant in archives open. Hatch open. Everything open. Supported by reinforcements on the wall. Caster barricades on the windows. Legion just basically needs to realize that they need to attack more, and not only the objective itself. Pre-fire's coming here through the breaking room and into the hallway. No reinforcement. Just saying, you want to reinforce that wall, unless you want to get wall banged. But no shots connected. Also, that's something, for example, Legion should throw now, that this hatch is open, probably giving Legion now a chance to take the mirror from above. Of course, you need to tackle beer into the workshop, but apparently they're not necessarily droning properly. Here's Slapper now entering into the break room, holding an ankle into the objective. Smitty extremely close to the Maestro. He could technically wallbang him, but again, he's solo entering, as he did so often. So this time there's not going to be a Monty whatsoever, so it basically completely fell off their default setup. Destroyer should have spotted. Yes, the Disciple, and dispatching the IQ as well. Just info for all of you out there. Destroyer actually stopped once the line scan began. Apparently he doesn't know that he can move with his ER7 gadget. So it's Visual Jam, if you want to call it like that. Smitty now actually inside of office, almost losing his head to the smoke. It's gonna be Chucky most likely, yes. With the SMG-11. Pre-firing will not help, and beer still downstairs in the basement. And well, Apex still got all of their 5 players. Wetted off, apparently aware of the position of that's gotta be, yes, to destroy the Vigil. But there's nothing to tackle him. Slapper now with 30 seconds left on the clock. Rotating. And Stroy will actually get weighted off in the process. Oh my, that's a double kill for him. And here we have Slapper actually dispatching Destroyer, but there's my beard, the pulse from below, dispatching Smitty. Prowse also fighting for his still alive. Slapper getting another one, that's a double kill for him now as well. 2 versus 2. Prowse vaulting over, will he get? No, he will not. The knife coming out here from Chucky. Again, getting double kill as so often, that's so weird. You're getting one, yep, here, vaulting over, a knife there. Time management, Legion. Time management. It's not working out for you. Well, last round for Legion on defense. It's gonna be ventilation. So they attacked Armory already twice previously. Third time didn't work out for them. Now the second time. Now they get a second chance for ventilation. Didn't work for them in the first time. Maybe we'll adapt to it, but we'll see. I don't think so. If Legion loses this match, or rather this map, the match is over. So in fact, the match is then also lost. Which would actually give Apex the 2-0 win. Legion needed, wanted, whatever. But it's just not looking good for Legion. Not at all. Similar setup as for previously, and top, even here supported with the Kaid. Bye, Jake. Please, could you leave, Jake? Alright, Emir. I'm sorry about that. I normally put my parties to private. Sorry for that. It's a little hiccup. Here the Disciple droning out the Frost, at least getting some work done. Knowing about the information of the attackers, rather the defenders is crucial. Just having a brief look at the scoreboard. Pretty evened out, perhaps they're still sitting on a donut. Slapper almost taking out somebody's head. And actually Frost now will be also spotted. But again, Legion is not really doing much. They're droning. Yes, they have Slapper, almost, and sometimes killing somebody. Just not good. Like to drone out a lot, but they're never really accomplishing anything with that. And they're just so spread out. Now actually Destroyer taking out the Disciple's hat. Wait off. Well, that's refragging, getting rid of the Mozzie upstairs, Cardinal being down as well. This looks looking good, or rather better for Legion, top of control. Established 3 versus 3. Diffuser though instead of the objective. Just don't have that Smith just blindly hopped in, and oh my god, what a choke! Waited off not hitting the shots on Destroyer. But God knows, Destroyer did hit his shots. It's only going to be now Slapper, coming straight into side. Question is Apex aware of that? It looks like it, and here the copper ripping off the Sophia's head. Now it's all gonna be up to Prowsey, being left like with what, 5 to 10 HP. And now being challenged here by 2 defense at once. Gonna be Diego, ripped off his head. Now it's still the Frost, in fact, the Destroyer. Peeking around, and Destroyer will also get Prowsey. Well, Apex lost the top floor, but then retook it later on. That's now 5 rounds in a row for Apex, and I'd actually say, yeah, it's fair to say that Legion wasn't even close once to take a single round apart from the first one, which they then actually took. Well, switching sides, maybe that's the change Legion needs. Maybe they're just not good at attacking border. All of a sudden, the pulse says something else. We'll see how things will turn out. Kite instead of a Cavi. Maybe playing the mind games if Apex doesn't manage to scan every operator, which in professional play, just saying, isn't that common? Like mostly they just see, but they don't really mark the defenders. So if they just basically see a Cavi in the 6-pick phase, they'll play it more cautious. But I'm not, since we're not a professional player, I don't think that will, affect Apex that much. Well, looks like a very standard setup. No shields. House below though, with some barbed wire. Good mines as well. Slapper with a spawn peak. Well, doesn't look like there's anyone to be found. No, nobody spawned there. Well, unfortunate for him. And Ristic Shot's already inside and rushing up. Together with Chucky, going in here now as well inside the closet. Prowsey getting 1-4. That's Chucky being dispatched now as well. 3 versus 3 now. And, well, being dispatched now as well. Through the open wall, that's Weird off getting 1 for his troubles. 3 versus 2 in favor of Legion. So, yes, well, Apex, they were quick. They were quick inside. And almost, in fact, even worked out. So there's only 1 C4 left on the board. And now only just 1 minute passed. So it's the 120. The attackers to work with, and can we just have a look at this extremely interesting mirror window? I actually dig that. Gives him a very nice angle into the hallway. Nade coming out though. Could have easily killed Slapper. Him being left on only like around about 25 HP. We're still having 3 stun grenades in his hands, breaching round. Destroy, exactly, yeah. Silver frag grenade equipped. They can still make some things work. Big chicken here rotating. And way it off could potentially, maybe. No. Destroyer rotating into the CCTV. We're opening up from below. Almost taking out Weighted off there. And Beer does not seem to be aware of the Witcher's position. Flashbangs coming in. That will it affect the players on side. Slapper will get the Destroyer, and also the second one, Beer, being removed, annihilated by Slapper as well. Not check his angles, nice pre-fire, and the ash peeking right into his sights. Well, after 5 rounds, Legion now also decides to take 1 for them and put it on the board. It's gonna be ventilation now, so standard size rotation. No bathroom, no customs, no nothing. But we get a castle instead of a Capcan and a Hibana instead of a Nomad. Even though I'd say that Nomad might even be a better choice considering all the runouts. But we haven't seen any runouts from Legion yet, so yeah. Why don't you just bring the Hibana? Probably going for bathroom push. Well, Slap already opened up at 40 attackers, which means they're probably gonna hold it with a castle barricade on the bathroom door. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. Will we see some top of defense though? And yes, oh my, there's a Twitch throne of beer. Pardon? The mirror that did get opened up though. Did Disciple do that on purpose? Weird. If it helps him. But again, just having a look on top. There are reinforcements in fact. But no openings. Why would he hold top floor? There are 2 players, hatch not open, some barbed wire and ADS, 2 reinforcements. Well, in fact, sorry, 2 ADSs opening up here with the carbine. It's not the most effective way, and we're now finally taking out and even twitching the mirror herself. The Disciple not being bothered at all apparently. Here taking that. The copper though dispatching the castle at Smithy off the board. And he's gonna be just going a bathroom take. And finally managed to open it up. Now it's Slapper being challenged. Only left. With Screw Mines Prowsey. Shooting his teammate there a bit. And it's the Monty just literally standing inside of the armor nade. Coming in, being eaten though by the ADS. Again saving the day. Will not find Thatcher though on the Sledge. He will go keep on pushing. Sledge getting almost yet another one. The Frosty actually downing quite off the Slash, but then will be finished off by Chucky the Monty. So 2-5 situation. Favoring here Apex, obviously. Disciple taking a lot of damage from the buck here over in the blue room. Will be down in fact, and it's all up now to Slapper to fight off 5 attacks at once, which are coming in now as well. Will do some damage, will give information to his team, and well, here we go. It's Chucky on top of the hatch, finishing things off. Peekaboo. So yeah, Legion's actually performing worse than they did on Bank. And they're doing so many mistakes. They're making so many mistakes, it's unbelievable. The Ibana again. No Monty this time. But there we get a kite. I don't know. I'm just literally playing it so bad. No proper top float, no nothing. Could have been a rotation over to CCTV. But you're just try to make some things work. Actually now even going to be reinforced here. So not even expecting themselves to actually hold the top floor successfully if they're already reinforcing the hatches. That's what that tells me. It's their positioning, it's their setup, it's their approach and attack. And now Apex even expecting the spawn peaks. And apparently, well, they were right. We have Slapper over by the offices, doing a lot of damage here to Copper. Let's see another vigil. Slapper falling back, running towards the east and stairs. Maybe also here a bit on the roam, but closer to site. And the archives window will be opened up. Here we go, we have the top floor clear, resting shots on the destroyer, rappelling on the armory balcony. And it's basically only weighted off, but supported by the roaming Slapper on top. And Slapper is trying a lot to keep off the attackers. They're coming out. The shots will not connect. They're flicking onto the Twitcher's hat though. Being moved to now as well. Jockey getting weighted off, but Smitty here is there to not leave it unanswered. Getting one for him as well. Jockey though moving in, removing Slapper, so that's Roma gone. Double kill for him, and top floor control established for Apex. So I lost 3 attacking operators. Basically just going and taking it. It's gonna be interesting. Will it open? It will not, because it's not next to so much charge. It would have actually surprised me. The sniper with a C4 from below the Kai yeeting the C4 onto the ceiling and taking out the Ivana. So you have 40 seconds left on the clock. Still frag grenades in the hand. And if they continue peeking the holes like that, there's a good chance they're gonna throw this around here as well. Holes will be opened up now though. Chakado will be downed by the Disciple. The bolt action shotgun. And 12 seconds left on the clock. Destroyer losing a lot of HP, flicking around, trying to rip off the Jaeger's head. Not successful though at all. Will actually go and take it out with the pistol, but no time left at all. Legion managed to protect the bombs at least, to waste enough time. But still, match point for Apex. Still the same old problem, so they have to now win 3 rounds in a row to take this to overtime. And then they still have to play them on Consulate, which also requires a well-coordinated push, knowing what everybody is doing. So it's not gonna be easier. Maybe even tougher for Legion. And Legion is actually also good on Boredom. And also they've seen quite some success on Consulate. But how they're playing tonight, this is not looking good for them. Well, it's gonna be Armor again. Let's just see how, maybe if they're gonna change the setup, and if we're gonna see another rush coming out from Apex out of things. Maybe this time even more successful one, even though it was actually scary that it worked that well for them previously. And they were gonna have even the same mirror window with an opened up hatch just to allow the defender playing there more space to roam. Slapper potentially going for the same old peek, and he might actually find somebody, but that person seems to be aware of that. Taking some damage from the Nomad, throwing out a goo mine. So Resting Shark is most certainly not falling for it. Well, at least they learn from their mistakes. Sometimes you can't, a thing you can't really say about Legion tonight, fortunately. Buren against entering through passport. All in his own, nobody else ground level. Does seem to hear Slapper, the Legion from below. So these two players know about each other. But Beard definitely does have the advantage. Easy kill for him. Taking out Sledger. We're pre-firing the kill hole Sledge made previously. Didn't get TK though. Actually, it's gonna be now Resting Shot planting right behind Chucky. The sample being down there now as well, so no C4 in hand. It's gonna be a 2 vs 5 situation. Jäger here down now as well, all up to wet it off. 1 vs 5 situation, hopping through. Will he get one? No, he won't. Flawless round to finish things off for Apex. Absolutely annihilating Legion on 2 maps in a row, Bank and Border. What 2 absolutely great maps for Apex Generalz. Having a brief look at the scoreboard. Slab, of course, doing a lot of work for Team Legion. But Frank's also coming out even double digits for Apex. GG to them. They played well.
G boys.
GG.
Well played.
GG, well played.
GG
Right.
boys.
I'm done with Siege. Off to Battlefront 2 now. Yeah.
Yes, Ox. Adios.
Cheers.
Yes, yes.
Right.
Are we fresh?
Wait.
How's it, my bro?
I'm doing good. How do you feel now after the match? Was a tough one.
Yeah, it was. I gotta say it was. Brilliant. I think, like, also this season, most likely we'll be able to play.
We already talked about this. Like, don't have now advantage anymore with my
Exactly.
good European ping, since now my ping sucks now as well. So, well,
Thanks for casting as well. So I gotta
No props,
see you
dude.
later.
sure thing. Bye. Righty, and with that, we're also gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you to all of you who stick with me during this, well, very one-sided match. And again, thank you for watching. Until the next time, take care.